Hey everyone, Brett Gurney here with BrettGurney.com. You get zeroed in here. I want to do a little training today, and this is my second take because, oh man, I just did one of these and I just got totally lost. Um, I couldn't. The words didn't come to me, and I've talked about this before. It's something that a lot of people struggle with. And that's one of the reasons why I like to do what we call supporting videos. Okay, I'm supporting a blog post because you see in the blog post that I'm referring to when I do these trainings, I did write. Okay, so it's my material, but be able to ad lib and just remember it and have it in there and get it out in the right words to me is a chore to say it simply. It's a real chore. So what I do is I just get out the blog post and I read some of it just to get my thoughts together and then I expand on it from there. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. And this blog post was in December, at the end of December. Okay, so we're kind of wrapping up the month here, but it's titled Online Success, and then it says how important is a daily routine. Okay, and this really is one of the most important things to finding success online, and I've experienced this, myself. But anyway, it goes on to say anyone can become successful if they really want to, and that's really true because there's no magic, there's no secrets. Okay, it does not require special skills or any specific or special teachings or trainings to be able to do this. Granted, there are some things that we can learn, and the trainings available to help us along. And it says that as I continue. It says, granted, oh, this is important, having a burning desire, and that's really about the only requirement, is having that burning desire, the fact that this is something that you're going to do, and you're just going to do it, and it doesn't matter what gets in your way. Okay, if you can, you'll either go under it or over it or around it or through it, but one way or another, you're going to find a way, and that's kind of the attitude that a person, needs to take in order to kind of muscle through some of this stuff. So, okay, having a burning desire, a good mindset, and a positive attitude are important pieces, and any business-oriented skills and experience can certainly be helpful. I just mentioned that. If a person is not consistent in performing a daily routine that becomes habit, online success is not going to happen. And it's not, and because we see this all the time. We see very successful people coming online to do network marketing business. And they've had tremendous success in the past, whether it's in the corporate world or their own business or, their own providing a service or educating or whatever it is. Okay, because it's something that they know, and then they have grandiose ideas for this network marketing stuff, and they talk a big talk, and they but then they get into it and they don't do anything. Okay, it just doesn't resonate with them. Okay, that maybe they realize it's a little bit harder work than I thought it was going to be, or there's some things going on that they don't exactly know how to do, and they don't want to take the time to or the effort to learn, and they just kind of fade away. And a lot of this it's due to number one, not knowing what to do, and number two, not having a daily routine. Of course, one is directly tied to the other. Okay, when you know what to do, it's easy to have a daily routine. When you don't know what to do, it's very difficult. And it goes on to say here, in just different words, how many times we watch someone ourselves maybe go from grand ideas and dreams one day to hitting a brick wall the next, never to be seen again. These people might be highly intelligent with tons of business experience, computer experience, phone experience, sales, life, whatever, and yet not doing what they say. And then it just goes on to say a daily routine is the most crucial element. It doesn't matter, and it really doesn't. It doesn't matter how much a person knows, what their experience is, what their background is, who they are, where they've been, where they're going, what they know, what they don't know. Really none of that stuff matters. What matters is the desire to do it and getting and taking the initiative to get some basic training to perform some basic skills, and then being repetitious about it and doing it every day until it starts to happen. Goes on to say some people don't know what to do, what to include, what a daily routine should consist of. Luckily there's training available for that. Okay, plenty of it. It doesn't take much to figure, to learn, if you're learning from the right people that have done it before, what needs to be done every day. And so this is an important point here. So the training then becomes part of your routine. Okay, because you want to always be, you don't want to get stuck in a daily routine that's just happening over and over and over again and you're still not going anywhere. No, that's not what you want. Okay, the training becomes part of your daily routine because it's the training that's going to push your daily routine into a different levels. Okay, so that eventually you get into tasks of setup, into tasks of income producing. That's the ultimate goal, of course. Let's see, and it says here, soon you'll be adding income producing activities to the routine, such as connecting with others, presenting the information, showing the plan, using the tools, inviting others to events, saying less, that's a big one, saying less to more people. Remember that, say less to more people. Working on your mindset, that's big. I didn't realize it first until I started, getting some mentorship and creating a different way of thinking about things. It's a huge help. Personal development. Okay, so the training does become part of your daily routine, and that's kind of when you're going to advance. Okay, the consistency of daily activity is what matters, not how much you know or how good you are. But rather how often you're doing the things you know how to do. Okay, exactly. You learn what to do, and then you do those things, and you do them on a consistent basis, a repetitious basis, until it becomes habit. Once it becomes habit, once it becomes habit, then you can do it without thinking about it, and it happens faster, easier, and then you start adding things. Okay. But I do want to mention this. It goes on to say, but now I'm going to contradict myself. Okay, and I said that the daily routine is the most important, or one of the most important things. And it's absolutely correct. However, there is one other thing that is more important than the daily routine, and that is why we're doing the daily routine. Okay, and a lot of you have heard a lot of different trainers talk about your why, but it really is true. If you don't have a big enough why, a big enough reason, a big enough dream, a big enough goal, a big enough desire to do what you're doing, you're not going to do the daily routine, because it's something that you've got to work through. There's a stage there where it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't go from I'm going to do this to I'm doing this like that. It just there's a point in between there, and it's where we lose everybody. Okay, it's where the people come in and it doesn't happen as fast as they want them to, and how many people do we see drop out probably very shortly before things would have started happening for them. They don't stick with it. So the daily routine is ultimately important, but the thing that's a little bit more important than that is why we're doing the things that we're doing, why we're doing that daily routine. Okay, so and then in closing, all success stories have two things, and I mentioned this, the reason why we're doing what we're doing and who we want to become. Okay, a vision of who we want to become, or who we want to be, or what we ultimately want to get out of this. Okay, so that's kind of it for today. Well, let me just double check here and make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Yes, there is a good point here that I do want to bring up, and I picked this up from another trainer, and it kind of resonated with me. And it just says one more great tip that I picked up this week. Stop staring at the results and start staring at the habits that created the results. And then start staring at the thoughts that created those habits that created the results. Okay? In other words, if your result, if you have a good result, then you want to look at the habits that created that good result and continue to do those habits. And it ties right in with your daily routine. Okay? Whatever is getting you the good results, then you want to concentrate on the habits and the thoughts that create the habits, and the habits that create the results. Okay, and you zero in on that. Okay, thanks everyone. I appreciate your time once again, and we will see you on the next video coming to you probably very soon. Okay, thanks, and have a great day. Bye.